Okay, now let's talk about the way we structure and lay out the actual English units, both in our classroom instruction and for the homeschool model. So as we mentioned earlier about the big levels of English writing and grammar and vocabulary and whatnot, here's what that looks like in bubble format. And we have that detailed out in our digital instruction per week. So it explains each of these steps each day of what to be covered. Or if you just are working off the curriculum cards, you can kind of create this model on your own based on the questions and the prompts that we're giving. So lit analysis, literary analysis, we're going through the author, plot, theme, and setting. And then we're adding in current op-eds, source documents from history, all living in our digital content. So you can pull in, say we're doing the Huck Finn unit, you can add in a current event or topic. You know, it's a banned book in many schools. Why? So they could have a bigger discussion about what's going on there. Or you can look at source docs from history at the time, even op-ed from the 1880s, 1860s, and talk through that. And then, of course, writing and all the different components there. Here's an example of just some of the books that we're teaching in the middle school level or lower grades. And then here's a kind of a way we deliver it. This is a 4-month unit. So we're going to spend 2 months reading a novel, and we're studying medieval times, and we're jumping over to ancient China and Japan. So that's thematic, that matches up to the history timeline. Then we're adding in the hero's journey, which is an archetypal mythology discussion, and it shows up in a lot of your great movies and a lot of great shows. So it's the call to adventure all the way through. So as you're reading these novels, we're tying in components, maybe a chapter or a paragraph or two from some of the other great works or movies, and we're doing a lot of compare contrast, writing and poetry analysis, all back to this theme, all back to the particular novels. Again, classical ed is this constant interconnection. That's what to think about when you're going through classical education. This would be what's behind the scenes in the digital resources for that hero's journey unit, and explains to each what's going on. So here's your kind of a look at Brit Lit and American Lit for your high school prompts. Again, we have the cards built, we have the digital components. If you're reading Great Gatsby, how are we tying in other great works of art and literature and common components back to that novel? And we just kind of walk through that. One of our partners, the Great Books Foundation, they're a great resource because they've kind of streamlined some of these great thinkers and ideas. So we suggest that you take that, make that a part of your instruction, and or we include that in our classrooms. And again, it's just a tool for that classroom teacher to compare, contrast, and connect and make things come alive. Here's some more high school. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about what's in a curriculum card. So you're reading the novel for the whole month. Actually, this is a 2-month novel. So it's 7th grade. We're reading Jack London and Call of the Wild in August and September. Some big overarching questions: theme and character, plot and time, and author. These are the words we're learning in the spelling. Then we also are featuring a value and virtue, which we explain there. So we're trying to look for ways to tie that all back into the novel over and over. Then in the workbook that comes with this and the digital component, we explain what skills are being learned and what is happening at this particular time frame with this particular novel. And then the second part is we do chapter questions. So chapter 1, as your scholar reads that, you would pick all these questions or 2 or 3 and do this. This would be a check for understanding to make sure that they're comprehending what they're reading. It's also a discussion prompt for you as a teacher or homeschool parent to have with the child over that particular time. Then your novel words, and there's many ways that we can help anchor those, writing them out, finding them in sentence, the Freire model. There's so many things that we offer in the digital content there too. Here's when we start getting up into the high school age, we have the spelling, but it's not as priority. We start doing a lot of internal Socratic discussion. What's this novel mean to me? And there's questions based on that prompt. Great Gatsby, again, this is a 9th grade level, 6th month. So that would be January, I believe. And again, I got it. On and on and on and on. So Don Quixote, Lord of the Flies, 10th month, 10th grade, 9th month. So we're into Brit Lit. Here's what we're studying for values and virtues. And you can kind of see how that is laid out. And then again, the whole point is, of course, to be able to write and read and pass the state exams and do well on testing, but really to be prepared for college life, home life, life beyond. So it's a pursuit of the good, true, and beautiful. So we're actually looking for opportunities to have big discussions about, Romeo and Juliet, is love in teenage years real true love? What role do the parents have in coming in and saying yes or no to how you live your life? I mean, those are the big overarching questions that we want to try to prompt and leave the kids with. They'll remember the story of Romeo and Juliet, but really we want them to wrestle with both in writing and in idea formation and communicating verbally what that means to them and what those titles are. So that's the English program in a nutshell.